leads me to the next point. Always proactive. You are not the yes man. Yeah, oh, yes, boss. You are there, you are thinking ahead. You're thinking about, so coming into this new year, I don't work in-house for any organization, but if I were to be working in-house for any organization, I'm looking at the climates. A lot of countries, they're doing elections. I'm looking at what is the possible consequence. I'm looking at the fact that, the cost of living is rising drastically. How are people going to be able to afford our services if they're non-essential services? I'm beginning to think, what are we doing as an organization? I'm looking at the organization strategy. I'm saying, there's an opportunity here that is opening up. There is a gap here. Can we consider this? Can we do that? They may say no, they may say yes, but at least be proactive, because that is your role. Your role is to help the organization to achieve its objective. And so you need to be thinking, how can we achieve? And this goes beyond tactics. Can you see that tactics come after you've done the strategic work? Tactics are supposed to help you to achieve your strategy. Is result driven. What kind of results do you deliver? If we go to the early example of the bra, I could have taken on that brief. We could have done a product launch. We could have done, do a campaign, put it on social media, do and then at the end of the day, I will say to them, oh, we gained 500 new followers, 60 women attended the launch, they signed up to the newsletter, and then at the end of the day, they say, oh, well, only 5 of those bras. So as far as the organization is concerned, they've lost money. And if you think about it in terms of profit and loss, in terms of how much you are expending, if, for example, we've spent a budget of $5,000 on this campaign, that's minus the amount you have spent on creating that particular product, all the man hours that have gone into it. And then we use $5,000 to do the campaign, do all the comms activities, and only $500 comes in from sales. Is that a profit or a loss? You've made a complete loss, and it's not even justifiable for any business. Someone can be saying to me, oh, well, I don't work in a corporate organization. I work in a non-profit. The thing is the same. If your non-profit gives you, let me use $500 because non-profits they tend to be stingier. If they give you $500 and at the end of the day, maybe only one donor, donates, and maybe the money that comes in is $100, that's not a good return on investment. So you're going to, and it's the same questions you're going to be asking if this example was for the non-profit. Who are our donors? Why are they donating? What is it about our cause that is different from other people? What can we do to show that this is a cause? What can we do to make them buy into what we're doing so that they support us? It's not just them giving one-off, but that they are committed to this cause, that they are contributing not just their time, but their money and their interest into what it is that we're doing. And then how do we then track that? What are the projects that we're doing? Like I said, this is not a masterclass on strategic communication. So it's very important that you think through that. And then you work with excellence. This text has gone over the main text, but what quality of work do you deliver? This is something that I want you to pay attention to. The quality of the work that you deliver. Do you deliver a document and then the document has 3 different font sizes? It's all over the place, You have to always think excellence, and excellence is on every platform. Some people send me emails and I can't even read it because the English, the grammar, and this person is a comms person. You have to be committed to excellence because you must stand out. You must show people that you know what you are doing, whether we like it or not. Our work is being judged on so many frontiers, and sometimes it's unfortunate that they just think that they can do our work, but we know we have to be able to come as professionally as possible when we are delivering some of the things that we do. You remain resilient. How willing are you to go to the extra mile? And this question is very, very important. Now, with the benefit of, we have a community like the Comms Avenue, you've met people. I find people come to ask me for things that I want to tell them, I think you should spend some time looking for this thing and then come back to me when you haven't found this. And let me tell you the reason why. Let's say your organization asks you to develop, let me see, a template for something, or, maybe a strategy, maybe, I don't even know, but you don't have that thing. Instinctively, you will want to say, okay, let me go and ask in the Comms Avenue community, which is not bad. Let me ask Adedoyin. Adedoyin can quickly give it to you. But what's going to happen when you cannot reach Adedoyin, when Adedoyin is in the middle of the air in a long haul flight and you need this thing ASAP? or you drop a message in the Commons Avenue community and people are genuinely busy and maybe it's in the evening, they will check their messages and respond. Where does that leave you? But if you know how to do this thing for yourself, it is going to help you. See, when you have a task or something, make it a habit to start with Google. Just stretch yourself. Okay, so recently someone asked for, try to remember something someone asked for that I felt like the person could have started with Google. Maybe a messaging template for public sector organization. I'm going to check on Google. How do you create a messaging framework or messaging arc for a public sector, maybe official or the organization? I'm going to read the different things. I'm going to see and all of that. If I cannot now find what I want, I'm not going to say, oh, hi, Adedoyin, I've been given this task to do this thing. I've checked on Google. This is what I found, but I'm not really sure how to bring it all together. I will be very happy to help you because it shows me that, oh, this person is serious. But what that does for you is by the time I now give you the answer and I say, okay, this is how you will connect it. This is how you get the information from here. And this is how you would do it. You would also learn how to search for things on Google to find the answers. I hope we know that Google is based on the keywords that you use. There was someone that she was searching for a particular kind of resource and she could not find it. You know, and when she told me, you know what she said after this thing? I said, just go on this website, www. Everything you need is on that website. And she was like, how did you find this website? I said, yeah, because I use the right terms. I've done this for so long that I know the terminology to use on Google. And I'm very patient. Sometimes I can go to page 10. I will read everything. That's how determined I am. So you can imagine that I've learned over time how to get what I need from Google if nobody can answer me. And then remaining resilient means that there is always an answer. Are you willing to stretch yourself to get that answer? Working with confidence. Now, for most of us, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can raise hand to relate. Imposter syndrome has affected us in one way or the other. And it's not even easy sometimes for us working in communications because you find people want to undermine you. Is it not just to post? Is it not just to do this? They want to do something, they call you at the tail end. It can be very, very, very discouraging. But the truth about it is that you need to be confident. You need to be very, very, very confident in the work that you are doing. You need to be confident. And this confidence, I always say that this confidence is not just about, oh, I'm not an expert. Oh, I don't have 10 years. No, the confidence is I know what I know, which is why I said, go and know what you are very good at. I'm very good at writing. And even if I do not know this thing, I am confident that I can learn. I'm confident that I can grow. I'm confident that I have value to bring to the table. I don't care which meeting anybody is inviting me for. Let them be talking about things that are flying above my head. I will sit there confidently because what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be taking notes. Adedo, you have to go and read up on this thing. Oh. You don't really know this. And I will ask my questions boldly, but you have to work on your confidence. If you struggle in this area, I always recommend books. Read a book, have affirmations, talk to yourself in the mirror, work on your confidence. This confidence is not only going to help you in your work, it's going to also help you to negotiate. Very recently, I told someone to ask for twice of what she was being offered because sometimes the salaries that I see, I'm like, do you want to kill this person? Then you now see the job description. The one person is the editor, is the person that will do com strategy, post on social media, is the person that will do events, and then you will now see the salary. The worst are those ones that say competitive. Competitive in what exactly? But if you are confident, you will confidently ask for more and you'll be confidently negotiate. So if you're not confident, it would affect your negotiation skills. If you are not confident, you're not going to be able to draw a line on certain things. And that confidence, ladies and gentlemen, comes with knowing your stuff. I know what I know. I know the value that I'm adding. If you're calling me to train, I know the value that I'm bringing to the table. And I know that it's not even just yesterday's knowledge. I'm always updating myself. A good part of the holiday, I spent it reading, just reading articles, reading books. I'm always learning. So I know what I'm bringing to the table, which ties to number 9. I am a lifelong learner. You need to be a lifelong learner. You are learning things. And please don't just learn things regarding communications. If you work in a corporate organization, learn about the business. If it's supply chain, try and understand it. I'm not saying you should now take a qualification in it, but just have a basic understanding. Introduction to supply chain. What is supply chain all about? If you're in a health field, even development, what is this organization, what is it all about, this area? read about it, get information, read books, read articles, watch stuff on YouTube so that your mind is expanding. And for those of you that will want to function as a consultant, the more you know, the more expansive your mind is, the better it is you're able to now use your skills across different sectors, because it's the same principles, but how they apply is different. So don't just limit yourself to communications and PR. Expand it. Go for conferences that are in your industry that are not core communications conferences or gatherings. Just expand your mind. And then finally, it's very important to be a generous professional. I really believe in giving back. I think that, one of the ways that you grow is by also building others. In training, I realized that the more I train, the more I help people, it also helps me to become better. So don't be that person that is hoarding information. I don't think that there's anything anybody can ask me that I cannot give. Someone recently asked me for a contract on or service level agreement. All I just need to do is edit out the main details. I was like, oh, there's a sample of one that I use. It takes nothing away from me, right? Here's it. Someone asked me, how much do you charge? This is how much I charge. It takes nothing from me, because you know what? Tomorrow I can decide to charge double of that. I really, really do believe that there's room for everybody. So I'm not threatened by anybody. So think about, how do I give back? When you are known as a generous person, there's just a way that it comes back to you. I guess it's a spiritual principle. So I'm not threatened by anybody's success. Instead, we can all work together, grow together. And dare I say, when we even do that, we can even begin to advocate better for ourselves.